Well, welcome back, everybody. Good morning, good evening, wherever you may be. I hope you're all having a great and wonderful week. Welcome, or a great and wonderful start to your week, whether you are just getting up in the morning, getting ready for work, going into work, or getting out of work. I hope you have and had a great day today. And I hope your day is successful. Welcome back to A Medieval Civilization, and welcome back to the new Galaxy Gamers channel. For all of you who are new to the channel, welcome aboard. And for all of you who are returning members of the subscribers and wonderful community members of this channel, welcome back to you as well. Just for those who are new, I am a software developer. I do own my own software development company, and my development company specializes in the development of virtual world platforms. I do not own any stakes in any of the games that I play and bring you the gameplay videos of, meaning I am not paid to develop these games. I am not employed by the developers of these games or the publishers. I am not an independent contractor of these companies, nor am I paid to promote their product. Nor do I have any shares of stock in these companies either. I merely bring you the gameplay videos for entertainment purposes only. That being said, from time to time you'll hear me rant and rave and go on a tangent about, probably a tangent here and there about various things that I think could be done better, things that I think are great in a game, things that I think are just downright horrible, things like that. But those opinions are those rants and ravings and tangents are my personal opinions and do not reflect the opinions of the developers of these wonderful games. That being said, if game developers happen to hear what I have to say and they think they can use it in some way, they're more than welcome to. Anyway, I hope that settles out a little bit. The full text of my disclaimer will, as always, be in the description. And let's get our coffee and donuts and whatever it is you enjoy to eat while you're watching a video, and let's get cracking. I hear a deer. Well, I am not worried about the deer getting into our fence. This time we're going to be fine. So I want to thank everybody for the wonderful comments that you're all leaving about the series and your feedback. It really does actually help, and it gives me ideas of where my community is thinking and your thoughts and your ideas. So please keep those comments coming. I will respond to the comments as quickly as I can. If I don't respond before the next video, I will respond in the video. And that's just because the last couple of weeks I've been getting ready for a convention, a national convention that happens next month. And so the next couple of weeks are going to be really busy. So if I don't answer your comments directly in the comments section, don't panic, don't worry. I'm not ignoring you. It's just that I'm probably very busy trying to get ready for that convention as well. But I will respond to your comments in the videos as I see them. I do check the comments every day. Okay, so that being said, we've got some more to do. Let's see, we've got stone. How are we doing here? Okay, so we're doing okay. We're gonna need more of that. We're gonna need more logs at some point too. We need to really convert all this to plank, get more timber in here. Okay. So what I want to do, ladies and gentlemen, is I want to start building up a better place so that we can put this stuff inside. So I think that's going to mean let's see something here. Yeah, I think that's what it's going to mean. All right. Thank you. Let's get rid of this grass here, so I don't have to look at it. So, as I said, I've been reading the comments today. I do check them every day. And I did see a comment from Mac about FPS, and I thought it would be, I hope Mac does not mind. I think Mac's probably used to me going off on my tangents by now. But I know he's been getting some, he indicated in the comments he's getting comments from people in his videos about FPS, that they'll only watch people that stream or record videos in a certain FPS. And I guess a couple of people claim that they have computers that can actually do that. So what I thought I would do to kind of maybe help a little bit with that and explain it a little bit, and it might actually be a little bit more helpful coming from somebody that is a software developer. FPS, first of all, stands for frames per second. And what that means is every frame, everything you're seeing in this video is done in frames per second. Same as the games that I play. I see the gameplay for my game in frames, and each frame lasts a second, right? So what that means is every second you have so many frames that help keep the game nice and crisp and clean in the view, in the scene. So to do that, you need certain things. For the FPS to actually get to 60 or higher, you need certain things to happen, essentially. And some of that is based on your computer specifications for your hardware. Some of that is based on what software you got running on your computer when you're playing your game or recording. Some people play their games and do the recordings of those games on the same computer. A lot of times it's not because by choice, but because I broke my axe, my hoe, okay? A lot of that is because they have limited resources and cannot use multiple different computers to actually do the recording. And things like that. So that's why you'll see sometimes the game will be a little slower than it should be. Oh. Timber. All right. Another contributor to that is going to be the game itself. And the reason I say that is because sometimes the code in a game is not completely optimized the way it needs to be for that game to actually I'll make a couple. Sometimes that game is not the game source code is not optimized enough to get you to a higher FPS rate. So there is that. And then you've got the case where if it's a multiplayer game and you're playing it online and it's being streamed down to you online to play, meaning the scene of the game is being streamed down to your computer over the internet, that's going to play a little bit of a role in the frame rate as well. So you're not necessarily always going to get these really high frame rates that people are claiming to get. It's not impossible. You do generally need a very high level, really high-end gaming computer to get anything over, I'd say anything over 1400 FPS or anything like that. So if someone claims that they're getting over 1000 FPS, that's actually pretty good. Though I would be wondering what their computer specs are like. But that would be a really high-end graphics card and processor with a lot of more than 128 RAM of memory. In most cases. It doesn't necessarily mean, though, ladies and gentlemen, that you can't get there. In fact, I don't know of any game right now, and I may be wrong about this, but I don't know of any game that actually has that high of frames per second. Generally what game developers will try to do is they will try to get anywhere from between 60 and 120 FPS. They like to go as high as they can. There are some games that I've seen actually go closer to 500, maybe closer to 1000 FPS. But you're really pushing it at that point with a lot of these game engines. So there is that as well. So if you're doing a video and you're seeing people make those comments and causing problem, just saying stuff that might otherwise sound ridiculous, I usually just say cool. I'd be curious to know what the specs of your computer are. And oftentimes you're going to find out that they don't actually know that themselves. That's how I deal with it. But if you're going to be recording, yeah, you really do want a high-end PC for long-term video recording and whatnot. But that's just my rambling on that. But yeah, that I wouldn't let that comment bug you. If they're telling you that, I don't know if I'd buy it. Anyway. Let's start building, shall we? It's gonna take a while for us to get. Alright. It's gonna take a little while for us to get this. Let's see. Can I get that to go lower? No, I reckon I can't. Well, that's okay. Oh, I need sticks. Well, that's interesting. Okay. So, yeah, I wouldn't worry about it if someone's telling you that. It is possible they do have a computer that can get that high. If you're using some of the newer processors can actually get that high. Others can, the older ones can't. So if you're using like an i5 maybe, you're probably not going to get there. If you're using maybe like the newer generation of the i7 maybe. i9 has been, depending on which version of that you have, you might be able to get there. But that's for Intel. And Intel computers really don't do that well for gaming as far as I know. They're not really a gaming processor. You kind of would have to go with something like me. I have a oops. Me, like, for example, me, I have a Ryzen processor, and I have found that a Ryzen processor tends to do very well when it comes to games. So, you know, I have my processor is a Ryzen. It's got, oh, I didn't know I need small stone. Guess we're gonna have to do some stone hunting, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, I have a Ryzen 5 processor myself. Wow, that really takes up a lot of stone. And I use, I have a GeForce graphics card. Right now, my graphics card's at a 1080, or not a 1080, a 1050. I need to upgrade that. I'll be upgrading to the latest Ryzen processors at some point soon. So, yeah. You're gonna find that, if you have like an older processor, you know, things like that, yeah, you're probably gonna find that, let's actually sleep first. You're gonna find that you're gonna have lower frame rates, but if you have the newer processors and whatnot, and anywhere from a minimum of 32 to 64 gigabits of RAM, you're going to have a higher chance at a better frame rate. A lot of people are now using what's called an NVMe drive, which basically is a little card that you put on the motherboard, plug into the motherboard itself. And it actually does run a lot faster than an SSD, a solid state drive. So if they are getting those higher frame rates, that's probably what it is. They've got memory, their RAM is anywhere from maybe 64 to 128 gigabits, maybe up to 320. You're probably looking anywhere an equivalent of an i9 processor or the newer Ryzen processors. You're also looking at RAM that are a graphics card around a 2080 or in the 3000 series as well. So it's I don't want to say it's impossible because it's not, but you probably, depending on who the person is, they're probably telling you the truth about their FPS. But oftentimes these folks who have these higher FPS tend to think that they're better than everybody, and I've seen that happen and play out. Doesn't make you better than anybody, ladies and gentlemen, trust me when I say that. So I wouldn't, my point is I really wouldn't let it bother you. People are gonna say things that are gonna sound ridiculous anyway. And I know I've had a few people say, hey, you should record at this frame rate. Well, you can only record, your frame rates are limited based on a number of various factors like I've explained. So if you can't record at those higher frame rates, don't worry about it. Just record, do your videos, have fun. You'll get subscribers, you'll get people watching your channel. And for others, be sure to go over and check out what Mac's doing on his channel, on their channel. I used to serve on a conservation commission, so I think it's really cool that there are channels out there that are providing the ability for people to see wildlife. I wish we would take better care of our natural resources and wildlife and their habitats. But unfortunately, it's not at the top of mind for a lot of people. Alright, let's see. We need more stone, small stone. So anyway, that's my rant about that. But yeah, don't worry about people saying stuff like that in comments. Oftentimes it's just them trying to make themselves feel better. Alright. Crazy, I think I got all about to say, I think I got all the stone here, and then I walk up on some. Yeah. Okay. So we're grabbing all these, getting as much of the small stone as we can, because we do need it. And what should we get so far? 14. Okay. That's gonna take a while. Where are you, small stone? Come on down. Got a bunch of pumpkin growing over here. It's good to know. Oh, and Mac, another suggestion I could give you actually is one I've used before with people who will actually sit there and actually tell me in comments or whatever that you know, they won't watch a video unless it's recorded at a certain frame rate. You know, I get it. I get that they prefer those frame rates, but you know, if they want to like a channel enough to watch the videos, and they really like that channel, if they really want to see stuff at a higher rate, frame rate, you know, there's one way you can help make that happen. You can donate to that channel. Because the reality is, in order to do that, it's going to take some money. Right? So, want to be able to watch cool videos and stuff, you know, you got to keep that in mind. Now, and I upgrade, and I will be at some point. I'll be doing it because, well, number one, it'll help me grow the channel more. It'll help me improve the channel more, I'm sure. But I'll also be doing it because of my work. So, for me, it would be a good it would be a positive investment. But I hate to say it, not everybody can afford those really high costs. So you could try telling them that. If they're really serious about liking your channel and whatnot, they'll probably do it. They'll probably donate and whatnot. But I find saying something like that usually does actually cut down on that too. Trying to be careful I don't fall in any holes I've dug. What is this? This is new. I've not seen this bush. Looks like it's clover. No, it can't be. I don't know what that is. More of it here. Let's grab it and see what it says. What's that? Oh, flax straws. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. So are we now at that point where we're actually... Or did they change it? Because this used to be flags, I think. Oh, it's okay. I'm not going to complain. We need the flax anyway, so... And I know we can to look for that. Okay, I'm gonna leave that tin there. Berries right there. You're not ready to harvest yet. Okay. Grabbed up those berries. There's our tin ore hole. Careful with that. More stone. So, getting back to that flax for a minute. I know I just said that that looked new to me, but it might actually be that it had been a while since I played Medieval Engineers, so it might actually be that I just don't remember it looking like that. That might be the why. That. So I had somebody who's on my development team. Of course, we always have these interesting very interesting conversations behind the scenes. And I'm not going to talk about anything that I shouldn't as far as ensuring I'm not violating my team's NDA rules. But for those who don't know, NDA stands for non-disclosure agreement. All software development companies have some form of an NDA. That's to protect proprietary information. But anyway, so yeah, you'll never You'll never hear me talking about proprietary information on the channel. But what I will say is, I had a friend, one of my co-workers on my team we're having a conversation about various games that we all enjoy playing in our free time. And I had mentioned that I was getting back into Medieval Engineers a little bit. And they know I like ancient history and things like that, and they were asking me like, which time period would you prefer to live in? Medieval times, ancient times? And I could see myself living in medieval times. I don't know that I'd like it as much as I would the ancient time period, but I could see myself doing it. So yeah, anyway, Mac's other comment there was that, he saw that I said I was related to somebody who speaks Gaelic. And she does. Her husband works as a member of I'm related to her through her husband. And in her house, they speak Gaelic. They don't speak English in their house. They speak Irish Gaelic. So, and she knows I can't speak Gaelic worth a lick. And I can say a couple of words here and there, but I won't say them now because I'll probably pronounce them wrong. And then I'll have her seeing the video and having a go at me, as she would normally say. She likes to tease me about not being able to pronounce certain words over there, and that's okay. It's all in good fun. But yeah, she's pretty cool. Her husband and her sister, both as software developers on my team, my development team, so. So yeah, I get to Gaelic is an interesting language. I wouldn't mind learning it, to be honest. I always believe that if you can successfully learn a second language, it's a good thing. So, yeah. I think it's a pretty cool language. And no, I'm not just saying that. I actually do like some of these older languages. So if you have Irish heritage here, that's really cool. And if you live on the U.S. East Coast, there's a chance you may have some Irish heritage, actually. especially in New England. And I'm grabbing up some bushes and roots and things like that because we're going to need them. Make more salad. Alright, let's see. We go in there. Oh, no way. This is so gotta happen. The perfect view right here. Right at the top of this right here. Right here. Oh yeah. Okay, I know where we're putting our... Yeah, I know where we're putting the castle. I know where we're gonna put the big castle. I like water. So I did see a lot of interesting videos coming out from the 10th anniversary of Space Engineers. I did talk a little bit about it in last week's Space Engineers episode, but what I saw really looked awesome. The level of detail in Space Engineers 2 is going to be brilliant. It's going to be really awesome, from what I can tell. I'm now really hoping that they do put water in to the game when they do launch Space Engineers 2. I think at this point, they kind of don't really have much of a choice. I think they kind of have to. But, it really looked awesome. The pictures that they were showing about the new terrain, yeah, that really looked awesome. Okay. Alright. I gotta change that. So I'm hoping that they'll be able to do that, because I think I gotta come over here to make the large chest. Yeah. Eight plank. Metal parts. Uh-oh. Do we have metal parts, ladies and gentlemen? That is the question here. We do. Hooray. Grab ourselves some planks. All right. Make ourselves a large chest. That'll allow us to store more. Alright, so to build our wardrobe, we are going to need there we go. There we go. Okay. Let's put this one back. Let's okay, we'll throw that chest in there. Alright. Well, that's a little bit better. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay. So I'm really going to have to do some hunting for, I'm going to have to do some real serious hunting for stone. Or for small stone. I did not realize this was going to... But it might actually just be because it's the base. But I didn't realize it was going to take all that. That's okay. It does actually look like they've changed improved the textures of the stone, though. It does look better. Yeah. I'm actually burning my... Whoops. Yeah, so the stone texture actually does look like they've improved it. That's good. And our berries are growing. That is good to see. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think... I don't really think we're going to be able to get much. There's a small stone right there. I missed. Put them all right there. So it actually does kind of look like they... Now that I think about it, it kind of makes sense. I think they were trying to fix the overlays for the ore to signify where the ore is here, and that's why I saw that all that pink in the ore patches before, because I was trying to render it. So I think they're fixing stuff and updating it, and that's a good sign, actually. Stone right there, yeah. It's not going to be enough for what we need. Now, I don't remember if... put it right here. Now, here's one thing I don't remember. And that is if... I don't remember if that gives you small stone. Does not appear to. No. Yeah, so that's not giving us, oh, we need irons. Yeah, so, yeah, it doesn't really give you much. I do like the sound. Alright, so the pickaxe does not give you small stone. Okay. That's what I was wondering. Yeah, I guess I have to pick those up by hand. Alright, this is ridiculous. Alright, let's go empty this out. So, it looks like I'm going to have to do a little bit of hunting for small stone. We've topped off our large stone storage. Let's see if we can. Alright. First row finished. So, it looks like I'm going to have to do some hunting for small stone. Because I don't remember. I know there's a way. I know you can get it through collecting it, you know, foraging. But I could have swore you could do it another way too. I was pretty sure that you could, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. I could be, yeah. I could be remembering that wrong, too. I don't know. Well, anyway, it looks like we can't really do much of anything without that. Okay. Let me think. Is it the shovel? And I may be able to do that. I don't think so. I mean, it's okay. The small stones do spawn a lot, so. Let me just see something. Okay, I can't do that. Zach, give me small stone. Alright, so I got 3 small stone right now. 2 gravel. Okay, that doesn't appear to be giving me, I need either. Nope. Okay. Well, that's what I wanted to know. I'm pretty sure that there is a way. least we got a little bit more iron. Toss that gravel in there for now. Alright, so I need to do a little bit of research, I guess, and find out and refresh my memory as far as how you get small stone, because I know there's got to be another way besides just going around foraging for it. Which is okay, I can do that off camera. Maybe the next episode will be a foraging episode only. To make sure we have enough supplies, I don't know, we'll see. But I'm pretty sure there's another way to do it, and I just don't remember what it is. So if anybody remembers how to get small stone other than foraging, be sure to let me know. Because that would be really cool. It is possible that I am forgetting. Alright, that being said, because we're going to need to do some foraging to get more stuff in the next episode, I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll call it here for this episode. If you did enjoy this episode, I do hope that you hit the like and subscribe button. Be sure to hit the bell notification icon to turn on notifications to let yourself know when the next video comes out. And be sure to share the link with your family and your friends, your colleagues, whoever else. It does help everything you do by liking the video, subscribing, turning on your bell notification icon, sharing the link to the channel with others. It does help the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next episode of a medieval civilization where we will hopefully do some foraging and continue on with our building work. But I will see you in the next episode. Happy gaming!